Hello everyone, my name is Yasuhiko Yamazaki. I am a Japansese independent journalist based on internet media. I am also a political and social activist. I am broadcasting every day in Japanese YYNewsLive, except Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. in local time for more than 7 years. Approximately 1,000 persons are watching every time. I started English-Japanese broadcast bi-weekly on Wednesday night from the 7th 2015 in order to talk directly to 1.4 billion of English speakers around the world to let them know the hidden and unknown truths on Japan and the world. Please listen to the English radio based on the English-Japanese broadcast YYNewsLive held yesterday Wednesday on the 09th September 2020. YYNewsEnglishRadio. Why is there no human absolute standard? Number 1. There are absolute standards that everyone must follow in terms of length, weight, time, etc. But why is there no human absolute standard? The length of distance of 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 meter, 1 kilometer has a strictly determined the absolute standard, and all humans on the earth live according to this absolute standard. If the length of distance of the absolute standard is not observed, the world would be in a mess and human life would not be possible even for a moment. 1 gram of weight has a strictly determined absolute standard, and all humans on the earth live according to this absolute standard. If we don't follow the weight of this absolute standard, the world would fall into a mess and human life would not be possible even for a moment. The length of time of 1 second, 1 minute and 1 hour has a strictly determined absolute standard, and all humans on the earth live according to this absolute standard. If we don't follow the absolute standard of the length of time, the world would fall into chaos and human life would not be possible even for a moment. However, there is no human absolute standard that all humans on earth should follow, such as do not take life of others, do not take property of others, do not invade other countries, do not destroy peace. Why is there no human absolute standard? This is because there are absolutely inconvenient powers on the earth if the human absolute standard exists and all people follow it, such as the length, the weight, and the time. To prevent this human absolute standards from becoming an effective absolute standard in the real world, they confine it in their religion and make it an object of prayer so that it cannot be realized forever. Who is the power that has denied and rejected the human absolute standard? It is the world ruling class equals the international financial mafia of Rothschild that controls the central banks and the private banks of every country in the world and has controlled and exploited the people of each country by using their minions of the national ruling class. If there is the human absolute standard that all humans on the earth should follow, such as do not take life of others, do not take property of others, do not invade other countries, do not destroy peace, etc., their dominance and exploitation would be absolutely impossible. Because the dominance and exploitation by the world ruling class and by their minions of the national ruling class consist of murder, predation, and war. Number 1 end.